doing everything with Coast One TV, the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We have the reenactment right here, the mustard that is happening at Broussard in Biloxi. We're going to show you some captions of that. They got a big war going on out here. We'll talk to one of the participants in just a couple of minutes. Just check out all the views right here. Go ahead, Armond, take it away. This is the reenactment at Broussard. We're here with Coast One TV, the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Thank you goes out to our sponsors today. It's People's Bank across the Mississippi Gulf Coast for all your banking needs. Bradford O'Keefe Funeral Homes here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And they will take care of your loved ones for that special arrangement. Also our friends at Signs Plus, Tito Road in Gulfport. And also our friends over there at the print shed in Gulfport. And CSC Safeway Security, the home of lifeguards.
That was more for you giving. All gone. I had to test it. There you go. Hey. Load quickly. Load from your shoulder. If they have to guard against you, take it off. Take a drink of water.
Must be the commander there.
They almost got us down here on the flank.
Turn it back! Guard against infantry!
Watch your tread. Lock them off the field.
No, please don't rush off. This is somewhere we got a special way of saying thank you. What? Oh, no. Now, anybody that hollers boo for the Confederates, yeah, we're going to shoot you.
The odds are pretty bad, though.
Coast One TV, we are at the reenactment of the war here at Broussard. It's an event that happened with the weekend coverage right here on Coast One TV, the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It's me, REV. Check out some of the action.
Guard against
Must be the commander there.
They almost got us down here on the flank.
Turn it back! Guard against infantry!
Watch your tread. Lock them off the field.
No, please don't rush off. This is somewhere we got a special way of saying thank you. What? Oh, no. Now, anybody that hollers boo for the Confederates, yeah, we're going to shoot you.
The odds are pretty bad, though.
Coast One TV, we are at the reenactment of the war here at Broussard. It's an event that happened with the weekend coverage right here on Coast One TV, the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It's me, REV. Check out some of the action. Coast One TV. It's the fall muster. We're going to come back in just a couple of minutes and talk to some people around here and find out the big mustard. Guns are going off all over the place. I'm jumping like nothing else. Coast One TV, the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We'll be back. Stay close.
Oh, by the way, there goes Will.
Got captured.
Don't rush off. We have a way of saying thank you, and y'all hang on and watch this. Resurrect! Resurrect! Look at there. I told you they'd be all right.
Fall mustard at Broussard and Jeff Davison right here in Biloxi. Coast One TV
In just a
is
minute,
here.
these fellas is going to come and form up their companies.
Tell me what you think about the fall mustard.
Oh, it was awesome.
You had a good time?
Yes.
So where you from?
We're from Hazelhurst, Mississippi.
So you come down here each year for it?
No, this is our first, actually. My son has not slept in a week. Looking forward to it.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
We have. We have.
Okay, what's your name, man?
I'm Ethan.
All right, Ethan, where you from?
I'm from Biloxi, Mississippi.
So how'd you like the fall mustard?
It was pretty cool. I liked it.
What did you get into it the most?
I like the cannons a lot.
You hear a lot of cannons, didn't you? I'm glad you had a good time.
I did.
Coast One TV, we are the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We're at the Mustard Festival that's happening here at Broussard. And what's your name?
My name is Helen Scafidi.
Well, you're sure dressed up for the period, aren't you?
Well, thank you.
So where you from?
I'm from Picayune, Mississippi.
So we got a lot of people from all over the state that's here for this event each and every year. Is this your first round for it?
This is actually my first round. However, I've been affiliated with it for a couple of years now.
So you thinking about maybe coming back for next year?
Absolutely. It's a wonderful event, and it is great for the community, it is great for the coast, and it is a way to preserve our heritage, especially being from the South.
Especially here at Jefferson Davis's home.
His last home.
Here's the last home. Well, I appreciate it, and I'm glad you had a good time.
I had a wonderful time.
Coast One TV, we are the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast at the Fall Muster. What's your name?
Elizabeth Ladner,
Now, Elizabeth, where are you from?
Picayune, Mississippi.
Picayune, Mississippi. How'd you enjoy the Fall Festival this year?
Fine, it's good. It's the best one yet.
I love your outfit.
Thank you.
Tell us about your outfit.
Well, I made it myself. It's just your general mid-century, 18th century, not 18th, 19th century outfit, and I made it from the patterns.
It looks really good. I appreciate it, and I hope you had a great time.
Thank you.
And, of course, we got somebody out here in a war outfit. What's your name?
Dewey Kenmore,
And, Dewey, where you from?
Bay St. Louis.
Bay St. Louis. This is not your first year, I'm sure, right?
No, sir. I've been here about 7 years.
So you come out here each and every year, so you enjoy the reenactment, right?
I sure do.
Have you ever participated in it?
Yes,
It's fun, huh?
yes.
All right. Well, man, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, and have a great day out here at Broussard.
All right, you too. Come back and see us.
Yes, come out! Step on the wheel. Watch your stuff. And a little bit.
Sitting here with Terry Bailey. Terry, how are you?
I'm hot and my voice is just about gone, but I've had more fun than the law allows.
Of course, you're the provost here for the Civil War reenactment.
That's correct.
And how many years have you been doing this?
over here, I've been doing this about 6 years now, and been reenacting a total of about 9 years.
It's a great benefit to Broussard each and every year. It's the third week in October.
Yes, sir. Third weekend of every October, along with the fact that during the year we also come over here the third Saturday of each month and put on small living history programs.
And of course, how many people were in the reenactment this year?
We had, let's see, I believe we had between 60 and 70 people out there. Our numbers were almost split even.
So they said they were firing the guns off in a lesser powder than they usually do?
Yes, sir. In a small area like this, now, of course, the artillery guys, they've got a standard amount of powder they use, but our infantry out here, since we're in a smaller area, they don't fire quite as much. So
this all benefits Broussard, and you got a lot of volunteers out here to work with you, right?
Yes, sir. Every bit of this goes to Broussard. Now, I'm not quite for sure, but I think I've heard in the past that this is the biggest fundraiser they have of the year. So that's what makes it so important for us as volunteers to come out here and be a part of it.
Well, we were talking on some people on Coast One TV, some of the crowd here. A lot of them up from North Mississippi, coming up dressed in their outfits. It's awesome.
Well, again, a lot of these, even though we're not kin to each other, we're reenacting family, and we feel their love. We feel their when they're married and when they're dying. It's all a part of our family.
And of course, the cemetery is a great tour here right now.
Absolutely. A week from yesterday, next Friday, we'll be doing the cemetery tour, and there are a lot of wonderful stories out there in that cemetery, and it would be well worth anybody to make the effort to come over here next Friday for the tour.
Well, we're going to make the effort because, you know, we believe Broussard should be sheriffs down here on the Mississippi Gulf.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's like I love to tell people, it's wonderful that this was Jefferson Davis's last home, but by the same token, it was also the home of a lot of Confederate veterans, and that makes it mean a whole lot to a lot of people. It gets real personal when a fella can walk out here and know that he walks out there and looks at one of those tombstones and knows that's where his family come from.
Exactly. Well, look, we appreciate all you do, and we enjoyed the reenactment. We were glad to be out here.
Well, thanks so much, and God bless y'all for being here.
All right, it's Coast One TV. Look who I found, Mike Lacey. How are you? You want to interview me, and I'll interview you?
Well, I know all about you. I mean, I know everything about you.
Of course you do. Writer for the Sun Herald, now at W. Let me tell you something. You're doing a fine job, man.
Well, you are too. You've always done a fine job. Always liked listening to you on the radio when you were on the radio.
Well, you see, I come from radio to television, and you come from newspaper to television.
Newspaper, television.
Has newspaper really dropped off lately, Mike? Do you think?
Well, it's still a viable product, and we actually have a good partnership with them in many ways. One, we feed off of each other. We are competitive with one another, and so if we didn't have the competition, we'd be sort of just languishing. And we appreciate the language. We appreciate those people who work at the Sun Herald and other media too. I mean, we're all kind of a big family anyway.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Yeah, and we hang around. We have the same issues. We have the same things we have to deal with, and so it's nice being around. I don't ever think of anyone in any other medium as my enemy or my competitor in that way. That was one of the reasons why I was able to go over to LOX. I've had friends over there for a long time, and I've always respected their work, and so we had a good partnership.
You know, Mike, we both work off of the Sun Herald. We both work off of WLOX on my website. You see me on Facebook. I work with GCINradio.net. You know, we got the radio station there. We put some of your news stories on from WLOX.com. It's like a partnership with everyone.
And I'm telling you, it's the web. Everybody, it's always about the internet right now, and we may be competing mediums in television and radio and print, but we're all going right to the same center, and that's the internet. And that is where you've discovered it, and that's where a lot of other people have discovered it too. That's where the real competition is.
1998, you wrote an article on me about this internet. We were just a little real player. Now it's all gigabyte.
I remember
internet has taken over. Real quick, Broussard, what do you think about the Mustard Festival this year?
Well, this is the first time I've ever been to it, actually, and I really enjoyed it.
I can't hear you, Mike. The guns were going off.
Yeah, they're still ringing in my ear too. In fact, they caught me by surprise on a couple of the cannon shots, so I'm still ringing. But no, I enjoyed it. It was this is the first time I've been to the Fall Muster, and it's It was very impressive. Actually, my brother-in-law, my brother is a reenactor, and he's in Manassas, Virginia, and they do a lot of work pretty much the same way. He's done a lot of reenactment. I can tell you that he is exhausted when he's finished wearing the period garb and in this heat and running around and doing whatever else and then having to sleep on the ground.
Yeah, it's
tiring.
It's tough, and it's a good show every year.
Yeah, it sure is. And I'm looking forward to it again.
I love you, man. I don't want WLOX to be looking at this going, why ain't he reporting? Why is he sitting there? We're going to have a morning show kicking off, and you're going to be part of my morning show.
All right, sounds good.
You're going to come join me. I'm not telling you to be no WLOX, not a part of it. He's just going to be on the show. Mike, I love you, man.
Man, appreciate it.
Always friends.
Good to see you. Take care. Goodbye.
Civil War, huh? What's your name?
My name is John Barton. I'm from around Huntsville, Alabama.
Huntsville. So you come up here each and every year for the reenactment?
No, sir. I've not been down here in a number of years.
So how did you enjoy it this year?
Thus far, it's been a great event. My captain is getting married tonight, and we look forward to having quite a few festivities tonight.
It's going to be out here at Broussard?
Yes, sir. It's going to be at the house.
So what do you think about the rebuilding of Broussard? It really is a historical place here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and people really need to come visit Broussard, right?
Yes, sir, definitely. Yeah, I'm an avid fan of this place, beautiful place. In fact, on my mother's side, I'm supposed to be kin to him. My mother's people were Davises, so this means very much to me. Jefferson Davis is quite a godly man, and his memory needs to be remembered from now till the Lord comes back.
Well, let me ask you something. You were on the Confederate side, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. I want to make sure about that, okay?
Well, we were told this morning that we were going to be doing Federal, but they said that we need to be Confederate today because our captain, Don Green, is getting married today, and that would be kind of a dishonor for him to have to do Federal on the day he's getting married.
Exactly. Well, look, I appreciate it, and I'm glad you come down to Mississippi Gulf Coast. Come back and see us.
I will. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it.
If I had needle and thread fine as I could sew, I'd sew myself to her coattails and off to town I'd go. Shady go my little love, shady go my love, shady go my turtle dove, I'm bound to shady go. Well, I wish I had me a banjo string made of a golden twine, and every song I'd sing on it, well, I wish I could gal mine. Shady go my little love, shady go my love, shady go my turtle dove, I'm bound to shady. Here we go. Some come here to fiddle and dance, some come here to tarry, some come here to find romance, and some come here to tarry. Shady go my little love, shady go my love, shady go my turtle dove, I'm bound to shady. Fly around my pretty little miss, now fly around my daisy, fly around my sweet little gal while you're bound to drive me crazy. Shady go my love, shady go my love, Shady goes my turtle dove, I'm not the shady girl. One more. Her cheeks are red as blooming rose, eyes are the prettiest brown. Oh, she's the darling of my heart, she's the sweetest gal in town. Shady goes my little dove, shady goes I know. Shady goes my turtle dove, I'm not the shady girl.
Coast One TV, we are the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Standing out here with your name, please.
Terry.
Terry, where are you from?
Marietta, Florida.
All right, you came all the way down here for the Mustard Festival. What do you think about it?
One of my favorite events, headed every year.
Now, what can we find in this tent here?
Civil War clothing for civilians, mostly.
For civilians.
Correct.
So you believe in this reenactment for the Civil War, and it really was a great show.
Yeah, it is a good show, and it's a way of life more than a reenactment. A lot of people are celebrating their ancestry, so a lot of people are involved in it.
Definitely, for sure. Well, we welcome you from Florida and welcome to the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Glad to be here.
Appreciate it. But we're definitely looking at a big gun right now at the Broussard Mustard Festival, and standing here with me, what's your name?
John Parker.
Now, John, I understand you just purchased this gun, right?
Yes.
For what purpose? Are you planning on blowing up something?
Well, mostly for memorial services and stuff like that. Some reenactments, but it's more for memorial services. Honoring our Confederate ancestors and when it's like dedicating a headstone. Also for funerals for members of the SCV, things like that.
It's a nice thought there for sure. How'd you enjoy the festival today?
I loved it, and I was infantry.
You were infantry, huh?
Sir.
So you're here for the reenactment every year? Or what?
No, sir. I just started reenacting last year. And I didn't get a chance to reenact here. I came last year, but I didn't reenact. I'm in 46 Mississippi Infantry, and I've been reenacting with them.
It's a lot of fun.
More fun than I've ever done. A lot more fun than when I was chasing women when I was young.
I hear that for sure. Where are you from?
Sandersville, Mississippi.
Sandersville, Mississippi. A lot of people from up north Mississippi down here for this big festival each year. And it's a two-big day event. Mississippi Coast, this is what's happening. And we're covering it for you with Coast One TV. What type of gun is this, by the way?
That is a 12-pound mountain hauser.
And what kind of ammunition does it use?
It uses a half a pound of powder and a ball that is approximately 4.16 inches across.
I'm going to tell you what, this is a big gun. Coast One TV, the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Hello, Coast One TV.
We have been everywhere here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and Coast One TV is now at the Unknown Soldier right here at Broussard. If you get a chance, take a tour of Broussard. It's an historic monument here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We were here for the Mustard Festival and the reenactment. We really had a good time, and we appreciate everybody that stopped in and talked to us. It's Mayor REV. We're rolling the coast, the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We'd like to know what you think about our programming. Drop us a line. We're not NBC. We're not ABC. We're community television. We're local programming and tourism. Let us know what you think about our programming as we bring you the events you may not be able to attend at coast1tv@gmail.com. That's coast1tv@gmail.com. We want to hear from you. And don't forget, we're looking for personalities to go in front of this camera. Handsome faces like me, REV. Coast One TV, the heartbeat of the Mississippi Gulf Coast, channel 16, 92, and 95 from Broussard and the Fall Mustard.